Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Let's Deck into Bloodnet. Yeah, so, our last episode, it was the first time I was faced with some critical kind of juncture, I guess, I don't know, critical situation where I was not able to follow on through the plan to enter into trans technicals, which was basically my goal for a long time. And that kind of took me aback, and I thought that, well, maybe there was some kind of a game problem, and the game probably was broken or something beyond redemption. So I had the thought of going back and then try to suss through what went wrong and come back and see if I can find a solution. So I think I kind of managed to figure out what was wrong, and I think this is an error on my part for not really understanding or having a different expectation of what some of the quest items and what some of the codes did. What I found out, and I think this might still be wrong, but what I found out is that you still need a badge to enter and actually go through the lobby in the first place. You cannot rely on the Lenora Major's scanning of your essence into the system at Trans Technicals to pass you through. Now, what the scanning does, is that if you enter into the building itself, and the building is multi-tiered, and I had to spoil myself by trying to check the walkthrough, and I really feel bad about this all. But then as you go through different stories, Lunar Major's scanning of your security essence into the system makes you less liable to be detected by the security there. So that's it. I mean, Lunar Major's quest gives you more protection, and you still need a badge to actually go through the first level. Yeah, so I try to go to New York. Well, I mean, I try to go to the place where I exchanged the, where is it? Not the Flux Riders. Was it Flux Riders or was it Electric Anarchy? I think it was Electric Anarchy, all the way up here. And I think some bad things might happen if I go there. Yeah, but let's just try it and then get the badge back if it's possible. Yeah, I'm almost at the very bad threshold. And probably need to talk to this person, Antoinette, to sneer at you. Yeah, I mean, she probably knows what's up. Yeah, still sitting with hate with the badge. I mean, I don't know whether it's going to work to actually try to
Hope you plan on using that rat spray I
exchange it
gave you
back.
instead of just carrying the damn thing around, Stark.
Yeah, so basically there's no way for me to get the badge back. So I need to restore it. And then find out if there's any other location that I can get a badge to save my life or save the life of this LP. So this is an life support, and I of course searched Google far and wide, tried to Control F and batch at every Bloodnet LP or FAQ that I could find, and I think I found a solution, although it may be something that, yeah, I mean, I need to actually do a bit of a roundabout way of going through this. I think there was a location where I can still get the badge. I mean, at least the developers thought about this, whether there might be a possibility where you'll be left without a badge that we really need in order to enter into trans technicals, and that is by visiting Madame Mescal. I'm led to believe that Madame can provide you with a badge. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be just through a transaction where you have to pay through the nose to obtain the badge, or there's another quest that you have to achieve or solve in order to get one. But let's just visit there and see what's your deal and see if I can get the badge. And while we are at it, why don't we just visit the hard metals or all the other locations that opened up? So we are at Madame Mescal. Alright, so the bloodlust is going pretty high, and it seems like this is any other location that is associated with storefront. The sickly sweet smell of burning opium fills this narrow alley. You struggle to control your temper. You hate drug dealers. Yeah, Ransom is not really a drug dealer. Alright, so 72%. So can he actually last one more trip? I doubt it. So I take another of these blood and satiate my bloodlust, and only have 2 left, so I need to really be careful where to travel and make the most use of the trips. Let's see what her deal is. The market for a little medicine today, my boy. Yes. Okay, so yeah, with all these different crazy amount of drugs available, and among these there might be a badge that I can use to enter into Transtech. Yeah, here it is. Oh, 4,000, it's not too bad. Yeah, let's see if that is the normal price. Yeah, it seems like around 4,000 is the price. Not too bad actually. Alright, let's buy it. Yeah. And while we are at it, let's try to check. Oh, we can buy multiple of these. My goodness. I only need one, so I mean it's not. So the badge is not that much of a critical item. You just have to know where to find it. And I didn't have any clue to go on from, when I found out I had to have the badge, so I didn't really know what to do. But after searching the internet, well, after searching the resources, it seems like it's quite easy to get one. $5,000. I think I got this for around 3,000 from the Cafe Voltaire dealer, so I guess I got a fair deal. Yeah, I have the 9mm magazine, so this woman is all selling some of the drugs I can sell to the people at Great Lawn, which is going to be Hero Maker. Cool. I mean, dealing drugs might decrease your innocence and also your humanity meter, so I won't really delve into that. And Ransom himself is not really that keen in drug dealing in the first place. Yeah. What does this do? I mean, is this all good and that, but I can't really actually examine what this is in the first place. So what does this do actually? Hero Maker, maybe it increases your strength, or I don't know, augment your multiple skills. Makes you more alert. Holofilm. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's gonna come into some use. But some of these game mechanics are broken already, so I'm not really too sure whether it's going to be useful or it's just going to be some decorative thing, just like appendix. Alright, so we got that badge that we needed, we sorely needed, and we set it at Bloodlust. So therefore we have accomplished a lot more than we did in the last episode. Yeah. Oh man, that gave me a bit of a scare there. So we need a badge. Yeah, Red Ray was useless, unfortunately. Okay. I can sell some of these while we're at it. But we don't really require a lot of money right now, so. And we can get some of the money back, yeah. What time is it right now? Icon robbers. Yeah, let's visit there and see. Alright, so any description? We should have some leverage over these guys. If we tip the company to their location, they'll all be in the Huskao. Alright, turn the music or sound now that we don't have to face with that noise. Have to hear that noise. The Icon Robert Studio houses the latest virtual reality technology and broadcasting equipment. Each virtual reality underground broadcast are a cult hit in New York. So we need to get a transmitter from these guys. So let's search for this. Okay. Yeah. So let's try to talk to these guys. You see a technician, so some technician guy. Rakish man with electronic equipment implanted in his forearms. Rigging bottom. Interesting. Fury eye technician. So 4 people to talk to. Right, let's talk to this guy.
Didn't you see the authorized personnel only signs? What do you think those are for? Show or something? I got 42 scenarios to block out. I don't need a bunch of lousy actors snooping around.
Huh. Thinks that we're an actor.
Forgive my staring, but your face, that pallor, such prominent bone structure. Do you know how many actors in this city would die for such a look?
They just about have to.
I produce most of these scenes and videos that the icon robbers make. Have you considered working for an underground? Many of Pandemic Studios' most celebrated stars began their careers appearing in unsanctioned scenes. I'd love to get a virtual sampling of your face.
Wouldn't be easy.
Ah, my eagerness betrays me. You must seek to bargain. I assure you, you will profit. Give it some thought.
So can we actually lend our likeness to the robbers or the transmitter? Let's talk to this guy again then.
Think on it. Think on it hard, young man. The life of a seamstar is a glorious one.
Okay, so I guess we are kind of blocked from actually progressing much from that conversation, although it gives me a hope that we can resolve this in a peaceful manner, and that's what the guy at the Kafka conspiracy wanted. We cannot use violence to get the transmitter.
Hey, beat it! This is a private studio. You aren't allowed here.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of hard to actually bargain for it.
What I got here? You look like the cast of a snuff vid. Perkovich just wrapped up his shoot in the Bronx. He ain't casting anything for Vicks. Get out of here, huh? We'll call you. I got work to do. Freaking actors.
I'm not following you.
Editing. I'm trying to edit some footage. You know. I take the footage, and I cut out the crap, and leave in the good stuff. Put the scenarios in some basic order that makes more sense than the unstructured mess that Archie Perkovich dishes up. And then upload it all into the net. Stupid actors. I was waiting for a cutter from Detroit supposed to assist me. Don't imagine any of you could handle an image editor?
No, we're just, actors. Yeah, just some starving actors willing to shoot undergrounds.
Well, there ain't gonna be any shooting today, folks. I'm up to my sweaty collar in footage already.
Alright, I definitely understand. Yeah, he's, well, rigors of editing. Although, I mean, I'm definitely an amateur, but yeah, it takes a lot of time, that's for sure. Okay, so these are the Rikon robbers. Supposed to be a pirate group, stealing some of the, bits from Transtech transmissions or something, but it seems like they're actually making their own content, which is pretty admirable. But I think right now, seems to be very little way of me actually trying to get the transmitter without getting in their way or, being noticed and have to fight for it. I talk to this guy once again.
You heard me. Get lost.
Yeah, so I think, I need to probably, ask around and see what I can do. Although I have an idea how to go about this. Yeah. So strawberry fields, huh? Okay, so I think if I can get the timing right. Yeah, this is AM, so there's some different folks here. Okay, all the better. Zinda Todorov, you see a stylish woman. Okay, so this is some new guys. YJ Gibbon. A foppish, inebriated young man finishes a drink and nearly loses his balance. He seems annoyed by his difficulty in maintaining his composure. Alright, so some hothead. Rick Facalza. A well-dressed man stands slightly stooped over. His movements are stiff and pained. I wonder his problem is. Okay. So there are some different people. I think this is the different time of the day, although, I mean, it seems like it's light outside. Alright, so yeah, let's talk to Dauphin. Okay, sure.
So good to see you again. I hope you got your hands on that babble code and brought my Antoinette her special gift.
Yeah, so this is the babble code, the code that I got from the C space. Well, yeah, after solving many puzzles, the puzzle, rearranging the rage gang names, and I can just, give it to her straight from the decking unit, which is cool. I thought that I had to actually take it out, physically bring it to her, clicking near her to drop it, and then had to alert her to the presence of the code at her feet. But you can just give it to her. Nice.
Oh, wonderful. Antoinette is going to have everyone in her advanced preschool class put to shame.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've done a wonderful thing for her.
So she can be like Jerry
It's
Sue.
almost as if you were some sort of godfather or something.
That's a nice joke. Alright, Daphne Dimitri gives you 25,000. Nice. Alright, so that was some money.
Hey, nothing would give me more pleasure, except this 25 grand.
So that was a job well done. And one of the first quests that we completed. So it's kind of amusing, but yeah, I think this is one of the first quests that we completed and got money for it. Yeah. After like 9 episodes. But it's going to come, yeah, it's going to just keep coming. After I visit the Brooklyn headquarters, I guess we can just go around and complete quests here and there as you go through Manhattan. So what's his deal?
Your inner sanctum, eh?
What makes you say that?
Your secret safe with Wyke, dear? I recognize what you're trying to do with the pigments. Splendid job. I'd heard rumors that the inner sanctum had become a coven of psychotic vampires, but honey, you look the real thing.
Like you'd know.
Sweetheart, I've lived the real thing.
Huh.
Sounds like a story the inner sanctum would enjoy hearing.
An old woman, Kate Olga Thistle, used to run a pill shop in the Bowery, but the real action was in the rear parlor where she stocked her shelves with obscure tinctures, ancient totems, and dusty unlabeled bottles of dried leaves and powders. Some of us would go there regularly to learn the secrets of the ancients. Used to, that is, until the vampires got her.
Oh, okay, so that's the woman
Vampires?
who sold the amulet.
You're certain it was vampires?
Certain. Shop was fire-gutted and the cops never found her body, but we know it was vampires. Kate knew things about them, knew exactly what they were, knew how to summon them, and she knew how to kill them.
Ooh,
So this is all rumor.
that's what I want.
You haven't actually seen a vampire.
I'm getting to that, dear. I need books. I collect books. The library still has within it old books that have never been digitized, books that reveal the ancient ways. Kate suggested that Brick and I scrounge there for an 18th century text on lycanthropy. It was on that hunt in the former public library that we encountered two women. Creatures, really. Vampires. They were the most sensible beings I'd ever met. We were bewitched, spellbound by their lure, their danger, by bodies that rippled and pulsed with erotic energy. They took us one at a time. Believe me, dear, I've copulated with all kinds of people, in all types of formations, but this, they drained my blood. I've got the scars to prove it.
Huh.
This was at the library, you say? Well, I've been meaning to do some reading lately. Maybe I should check this out.
Proceed with caution, but if proceed you must, you could bring me a book, perhaps? A volume titled Mystics of Catalhuyuk, a treatise on prehistoric spiritualism. I'll pay $4,000 for the volume if you bring it to me here.
Wyke's half amulet is placed in the inventory of Ransom Stark. Oh, okay, so we have the other half amulet. I wonder what that means. So he did talk something about the amulet, right? Because now I have both of them, and perhaps be able to... Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Here's the other one. Okay, here you go. Can I use this? No. Examine it. Linda Blau. Alright, so maybe we have to bring this to some character so they can do something about it. Although maybe if I can wear it, I will. Nope, not yet. Alright, let's check the dialogue. Well, not really. Let's just talk to him once again and see if he mentions anything about the amulet.
Haven't braved the stacks, have you? Can't blame you. Those women could kill you. If you do screw up the courage, remember that I'm willing to pay for the book.
Yeah, so he wants us to get a book from the library where there's...
Matrix is dangerous enough, Ransom. You got enough problems that you don't need to go looking for them.
It's true, Lash. That's true.
Nice. You call this progress?
Got a problem?
History's just a bunch of old stories to me. But the Met was one of the last civilized places in New York. You have to party here?
You missed the point, Jack. Past isn't just prologue for some of us. The ancients had it figured. Check out the grandeur of Angkor, deep in Cambodia's still steaming jungles. The silent wisdom of Zimbabwe's temple walls. Imagine the ancient Arabs camping in the Sahara where the searing heat of day and cool of night caused rocks to expand and contract, filling the desert night with the pained moans of the stone. The pyramids, man. Architecture with high purpose. Cross-reference that with Manhattan's pyramid, the Trans-Tech building.
All I know is that Trans-Tech's execs booze it up inside the pyramids whenever they need a break from the Cairo casinos.
Yeah, there are people who abuse the pyramids. Hell, there's a bunch of rich animals that party here during the days. To them, the museum's just a cool place to party. They're part of the reason this planet's screwed over. We think the ancient world could teach the modern a few lessons. Look at the treasures in this museum. Texts say that our century's glories will be made in cyberspace. Yeah. 1,000 years from now, anybody gonna want to look at a FATS or a data cluster?
Who can figure taste?
Well, it's good to know that Colombia's jungle is still steaming. It was a kind of a small talk. Yeah, I think she's actually a waiter or something. Stylish woman, okay. Well, just stylish woman. And finally, let's talk to this guy hiding in the behind sarcophagus.
I talked to Wyke. He told me about what happened to the two of you in the library.
I tell you, man to man, that was the most potent sex I've ever had.
Potent sex?
They taunted me and danced around and over me. They teased. They revealed their ghostly strong flesh to me. Two of them, they wouldn't allow us to leave the room. They took me in vice-like grips. They bit me, kissed me, massaged and caressed me, and brushed my flesh with blood-stained lips, my blood on their lips.
This game is rated T now.
Just thinking about it. Go there if you have the guts. They prowl the upper reading room of the public library.
Come with me. They'll be more likely to show themselves if you're there.
No, go, not me. They almost killed me. My back still won't straighten. I've got deep bruises on my legs and chest. They drank my blood, which, yeah, was kinky as hell, but too dangerous to go back for seconds.
So, I guess they didn't kill them. If they bit them in the neck, they would have been killed or even turned into vampire, but I don't think they're vampire. Maybe yet. But I guess they just bled them and drank the blood. So, no less horrendous, but still, they are humans. Yeah, so I mean, I guess you can sort of draw the line where one could be expected to turn into vampire, die, or just remember a really kinky episode that one can tell their grandchildren or something. Yeah, so vampire sex, I guess, is it better than
Virtual sex.
I'm not so sure. Alright, so we have this amulet. I wonder how this might work, whether we're going to have some extra quest involved in it. I can definitely try to examine it or drop it. Something. Let's see, use? No, I can't use it. I can give it to him. No, I got it back. Alright. Yeah, I cannot spend too much time just trying to figure out this puzzle, but I can sort of, yeah, drop this 2 and see what happens. Hey, do you have anything to say about this amulet?
Do you have my book for me? Haven't braved the stacks, have you? Can't blame you.
Alright, I cannot blame myself for trying. Examine. Alright, I guess we are done with the mat for now. Unless I get the book and find out where the library is. Maybe go there. But right now, still my primary aim is to head south and enter Transtech. Strawberry Fields, Fox Riders. Okay, Central Park. Red Mescal Studio. Has to be a library somewhere. Okay, no, that's not it. No, not there. Where is that library? I'm sure that it's a landmark in New York. Times Square. Oh, here we go. New York Public Library, right in the Broadway. Times Square. Oh, interesting. Check one of the busiest sections in the city, and there it is. Library. Nice. Bellevue Hospital. Alright. I was meaning to visit Hard Metals, so let's go to Hard Metals first, or should I visit Strawberry Fields? Right now I need to save. I forgot to save until now. Okay. Banging music. Alright, so let's go down a bit to Strawberry Fields, folks. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Weapons handy, boys and girls. Those are the Black Aggots, and they are mean cusses.
Oh, Black Aggots. I know them. Wait, imagine what? Oh, okay, so this I remember being a place where it is said the former Beatles member John Lennon and his wife Yoko Ono used to hang out, and I think this was supposed to be their favorite place. So after John Lennon unfortunately got assassinated, New York commemorated him by naming one part of the Central Park after the song that he has written or he had a part in writing, so-called Strawberry Fields. You walk into a nightmare of revving engines, garish light, evil totems, and rage gangers with a passion for breeders and bashing. And once a symbol of love and brotherhood, yeah, Strawberry Fields has become a battleground with an image mosaic worked off as an arena. Blitz, a strong-looking woman flexes her bicep, presumably for your benefit. Stick, a powerfully built rage ganger prepares himself for battle. You suspect he is being fed subliminals through the brain jack in his skull. You can only imagine all the people living in harmony. But here is a rage-inducing narcotics and screaming through his bloodstream. It's not cool. Jazz. Jazz. Jazz is dead. A black aggot pauses from his near copulation with the woman next to him long enough to notice you. You notice me? Uh-oh. I interrupted his copulation with static stab. A dragged aggot scopes on you. Not a nice book. A hulking rage ganger casts a menacing glare at you. The scent of beer, opium, and motor oil swirl around him. Uh-oh. So should I actually try to talk to him? Talk to any of these guys? Should I try to search? Finds nothing. Oh, except for this head, of course. I hope that this is only a prosthetic and not a real thing.
Here to rake in the bashing?
There's really going to be a fight here?
No.
Here, of all places?
Yeah. Stick gonna crush with Ox Chaos of the Rutting Pigs. Oxa Breaker. My cousin Stive saw him tumble with 3 jacks and a whiskey dive a few months ago. He broke 'em, man. Cleared the place. Nasty business.
And your buddy Stick's gonna fight this guy.
Stick no circle candy. He bash with anybody. My money ride on him.
Okay, so we don't have to fight him. Let's talk to... Well, should I save? The bloodlust went up, of course. Thank you, whoever it was that I talked to, for increasing Stark's bloodlust. Let's talk to this person.
You got nerves of steel stomping in here carrying weapons. If you're murking for the heat, you're gonna get stomped.
I'm not the heat, and spare me the badass routine. Do I really look like someone you want to tangle with?
Them's fighting words.
Ha! You're damn lucky. I already got a fight lined up or I'd smash your ugly pasty face in for you. Wouldn't turn your back on us while you're leaving if I were you.
Hold it, big boy. I'm not here to rumble. Una Flight of the Flux Rider says you sometimes hire out as muscle.
Oh.
That true, or is Una just talking?
Yeah, some of us do a job here and there, if the price is right.
What kind of figure you talking?
Ain't always money. We're waiting on a guy right now. A rich guy named Van Helsing promising us a proprietary database from Rimbus Drugs. We can synthesize a week's worth of partying with the information in that D-base. All we got to do in return is kill a guy for him. Van Helsing hasn't told us the target yet. We don't work till he delivers the database. Boy, I feel sorry for the bastard when we get hold of him.
Uh-oh.
I'd kill my own father again for that D-base.
You've got a job then?
Looks that way. Lest you can come up with that database sooner than Van Helsing. I don't give a damn who I get it from, long as I get it. Van Helsing's supposed to deliver it to us here 2 nights from now.
2 nights.
If you can beat him here with it, I'll work for you. Otherwise, I off this guy for Van Helsing. Seems fair to me.
Uh-oh. Van Helsing's definitely moving on to Rage Gangers to contract a hit on Stark. Seems like a badass mofo to contend with if I do not... I don't know where the D-base could be. Well, only place that I can look for it right now is Transdeck headquarters, of course. Alright.
Expecting something to happen on the Mosaic?
Mo what? You mean the arena? We're waiting, that's it. Some Greenpoint Rangers tubing in with their best knuckles. Gonna be cranked. Their big guy's supposed to have Goodwin Farms cyber symbiotes along the bones and muscles of his spine, and a Hoffman series heart pump. They claim he can keep fighting even when he's unconscious.
You gangers made Strawberry Fields into an arena?
Freaking you bet. 2 go into the circle, man, and only 1 comes out walking.
Somebody should run you out of here.
What'd you say, man?
Don't press your luck.
Never mind. Enjoy the fights.
Count on it.
Alright, go back to your copulating. Oh boy, these guys are some bad
Hey, you
guys.
look like a tight ass. Chew Blossom, loosen up.
What's to be loose about, sister?
Everything. This city's so intense. Don't you grind on the moon's reflection in a puddle of blood? You gotta love the colors swirling and swirling in the poison pink clouds, the heat of a July thermal inversion. I bet that's what it's like to be in a womb. This city can be so beautiful.
Well, I know what I like.
Hey, you got any vasopressin? I'd do anything to get my hands on some. Anything.
Like, pay for it, maybe? Pay $1,000 for it?
I got $1,000. I got it right here. Right here. You want to sell me some vasopressin for $1,000?
Do I have it? Or do I not have it? Do I have it? No.
If you get some, you know who to bring it to.
I tried to, but I don't know if I can do a run here. I have to go back to Madame Mescal then. Alright, finally this crazy guy. Okay.
Try me.
No.
Try me.
Sorry that
Bring
I asked.
ox. Bring ox. Bring ox. Bring him. Bring him. Yeah.
Knock 'em dead, champ.
Wow. Yeah, I wonder. That was. He's definitely a rage gang. Definitely, without question. Alright, so this was the Strawberry Fields, and we learned quite interesting information about Ben Helsing's recent movement. That he's trying to contact these guys, one of the more violent gangs in the city, to put a hit on Stark. I mean, to bring him something in order to make this guy work for him. I didn't know they would have flight to mention this guy, but yeah, might be part of dialogue here. I'm gonna check it out. Now, what was his name? Sorry about this. Shock Maraud. I mean, this dialogue replay thing is going bonkers with the names. I wonder if it's going to just go over the limit. Given this game's supposed brokenness, I really cannot put it past it. Alright, here we go. Thankfully it's here. Get stomped. Okay. Database. What kind of database is this? Proprietary database from Rimbus Drugs. Rimbus Drugs, huh? Okay. Antibody. Okay. Antibody. Okay. I got it. I try to go there. Oh boy. Right. 96. Okay. Is it everywhere? Yeah. Antibody this. Alright, so this is another Rage Gangers. Hard metals. And here we are. Uh-oh. I dealt with these guys. They look crazy, but they can be handled, especially if you come bearing cybernetics. Do I have cybernetics? Personally, I don't trust anyone who's prone to obsessions. That goes double for these steel junkies. Cybernetics is their game. Alright. The hard metals dominate the corner of this corner of Manhattan. Every member of this gang is tough, intolerant, prone to violence, and partial to cybergenetic alterations. I don't have any cybernetic alterations, so I don't know what their reaction is going to be like. Alright, let's check this guy. Clank Sprocket, you see a hard metal. The knee joint of one of his legs seems to be locked in place. Marcus Piston, a member of the Hard Metals, carefully painted a colorful pattern on a section of his prosthetic arm's armor casing. They're really tough. Ah, this is the guy, Tempered Steele, that St. Albans wanted to kill. A tough, intimidating guy with a cybernetic arm. Looks like he spits nails. His hand is rusting a bit, though it's doubtful that the rest of him has even seen water in some time. And this lady, liquid nails. A tough-looking woman is hanging out with the rest of the hard metals, but looks bored. Okay. But it's nothing, of course. Alright, so let's kind of do a round here. Talk to this guy.
I like the drawing. Good choice of colors. They work well on the armor surface.
Thank you. I'm working on upgrading my entire upper body. I need a Sheehy model to replace my right arm. I had a magnetic imaging done a few months ago, and it turned up microscopic fractures in the stress-bearing structures. I'm also interested in a Broful abdominal graft, which will bind a poly-jointed steel plate into the muscles of my abdomen, allowing me maximum flexibility and protection.
Muscles of steel. Literally, eh?
You could call it that. I'd call it difficult to obtain cutting-edge bioelectronics.
Must take big money to support a hobby like this.
Calling it a hobby minimizes it. The merging of flesh and machine is a way of life, a calling. Cybernetics puts us in touch with function and makes us conscious of motion and form.
Some people say the hard metals lose touch with what it's like to be human.
Don't press it, start.
The sensors in the Sheehy G-class hand are several times as sensitive as those of a human hand. I can estimate within 8 ounces the weight of any object I hold in it, and count grains of sugar that rest on its surface. When I caress a lover's cheek, I experience every texture, every slight undulation of her jawline. I can adjust the hand's temperature, increase and decrease the pressure per square inch it exerts when grasping, so that I can crush masonry or grip a soap bubble. If anything, the arm expands my experience, which is why I'm prepared to offer substantial payment if you bring me a Sheehy G model.
What are you offering?
A complete and functioning dermal filament, a light refraction unit, and $4,000 transferred directly to your accounts. The money's the best I can do.
Okay, so he wants the android part. So nice enough fellow. I mean, he's definitely into upgrading his body and trying the limit of what can be possible with steel muscle, but yeah, I mean, definitely not hostile at all. But they're really tough. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
You look like you're in pain.
Max's brother.
I'm pissed off is more like it. The bioprocessors on this Ashi Super Ashi are all blowing at once. I can barely stay upright when it gets really bad. I could use a new leg, buddy. You got anything I can scrounge from you?
What do I look like, a dealer?
I'm not asking for any handouts. See here, I got an EMP generator. This is company tech, rare as roses on the street. I'll let you have it for a leg, any leg that's working, anything that gets me up off the ground.
So if we fight this guy, then he's not going to be able to move. Huh, alright. Okay, let's check this woman.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, don't mind these guys. I never saw a sorrier scrap heap. They wouldn't be such big talkers if they had to fight like real men instead of hiding behind all that metal. And stupid? They wouldn't even know how to handle a business deal if one hit them in the face. That's why I gotta be the one to make you this offer. For $2,000, I'll give you a name you can use. You interested in cybergenetic attachments?
2,000? Why not?
So are we, in case you couldn't tell. For $2,000, I'll tell you where you can get some top-of-the-line stuff. Some new, some used, all in good condition. First, pay up. Okay, the guy deals behind 512 West 64th Street.
Your location.
Goes by the name of Strong Arm Tactic.
Strong Arm
Next time
Tactics.
I see him, I'll tell him to expect you. Nice doing business with you.
Sure. Okay, so Strong Arm Tactics location deals with Android parts that I can get some. parts to these guys for more money is opened up. Cool. Alright, so that kind of works. And finally, the leader, Tempered Steele.
Hey, get a load of this guy, will ya? You're looking pretty tough for a guy who's about to get his ass kicked.
I ain't looking for a fight, man, believe me.
Well, you're gonna get one.
Why?
'Cause I don't like the look of your face, pasty boy.
Uh-oh.
Neither does anybody else here. You know why? 'Cause I said that's why.
Wait a minute here. Listen, I don't want to mess with you or that cybernetic arm of yours. If you kill me, you'd be missing out on the chance to make some real money. Think about that.
Let me see if I'm getting this right. You saying you want me to work for you?
If I say no, would he attack me? This is kind of hard. Yeah, sure, why not?
Then it's gonna cost you 10 grand. Pay up, now. Good.
Oh my
now
goodness.
You ain't touching my money. That's for later. For some cyber parts I had my eye on. If you got more money to spend, I expect it to go for my cyber enhancements. That gets you a better fighter and makes me real happy. Now let's get out of here and do this job so I can get back. The rest of these guys don't know what to do without me around.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I've dismissed one person from the group. Who is the weakest link? Of course, it's Ransom. But since I cannot dismiss Ransom, I'm sorry, Garrick. I'm sorry, Garrick, and you're Kimbo Pistols. Gosh. Yeah, I need to get all this back. Oh my goodness, this is just a chore. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what Tempered Steele brings, but I don't know whether I had to fight him if I didn't accept his offer of joining. I mean, I have to pay a lot of money though. But he better be good. And it's interesting that Rima doesn't say anything about dismissing her husband. I wonder if he still remains with the group up north or whether he's lost forever. That's quite interesting turn this LP's taking. I didn't expect to change the party member here. I guess there's like a lot of party members still to come, perhaps. Alright, Tempered Steele, what's your deal? Alright, so 9080 points is probably the maximum that we have. Yeah, not a lot of good cyber skills. Wow, interesting. So he's really good with lasers. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Drone rigging is definitely improved here. Yeah, definitely. 96, 90. I wonder what other party members might think about this half man, half machine joining us. Wow, you look pretty, yeah, imposing there. And what do you have here? Oh, he's already has an implant, okay. Uday, yeah, so this exact Android part. Why is this? Another, yeah. Can I check what this is? I guess we cannot really, because it's already been grafted. Yeah, we cannot even examine it, although you might just say that Euro cannon, what is that? Can you graft it on the head, perhaps? Alright, so, which weapon? Of course, has to be laser rifle for this guy. Is it power cells? He has a lot of power cells. Oh, he already has laser rifle. Can you do it both hands? No. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's good. Electrolytic suit, what is this? A circuitry line garment capable of protecting the wearer from electrical energy, which is probably laser. Alright, let's have that then. Okay, got a new party member. The 6th position is going to, I guess, see a lot of other party members because I kind of want to keep the rest of the group intact. Trinity Church Cemetery, what's that? Should I visit there or should I go to... let's go to Trans Technicals, why don't we? Yeah, I think no more delay, no more delay. Just have to go there and see. Alright, I have the badge here.
Welcome to Trans Technical's corporate headquarters. Security badge check is positive. May your day be a profitable one. Would you care to hear a summary of the Star Chamber's executive report?
I don't know why he wants to give a report to a supposedly a new face, but sure.
The Star Chamber is pleased to welcome 2 new corporate entities, Algernon Empathics and General Enzymes, into cyberspace. Their data clusters activate as of 9 a.m. Eastern Time. This week, Pandemic Broadcasting debuts a new series of interactives, expanding the Anachrony Zones and Virtual Amore series. Notional Labs announces the promotion of Kip Wojtek, Mikhail Ranieri, and Sid Laserton to executive risk management positions. Security Chief Payne discloses that unsanctioned use of cyberspace has risen sharply in recent weeks. He assures the Star Chamber that network security is on priority alert for all activities which threaten the profitability of the company.
Alright, so there was a blurb about the Star Chamber. Very happy-go-lucky. Alright, the sound of your footsteps on the marble floor of the Transtech lobby echo off the high walls and the vaulted ceiling. So the enormous, intimidating statue in the center of the lobby is there to aid visitors. It glares down at you in the most unfriendly way. This guy was actually talking to me right now. Elaine Bigelow, a sneaky-looking Transtech employee, glares at you. My goodness, a lot of glaring here. Daryl McFarland, a little man, looks at you nervously. Jacqueline Fabre, an executive, anxiously waits for the elevator. Keep pushing the buttons. Okay, I think... just say first. Alright, let's talk to these guys.
What do you want? I can't help you with anything. You don't have clearance. But you're interested in getting clearance, am I right? I could give you a tip on how to go about that. It'll cost you a quick 100 though. Want it?
100? Anything for profit, eh? Yeah, 100 is nothing too much.
And you're not exactly looking to get in for a job interview, am I right? Then you're going to need more than a clearance to get where you want to go. Give me the money now. I don't have time to waste. Well, like I said, you gotta do more than get clearance to really have access to anything around here. You gotta be one of us, if you know what I mean.
I'm not following you.
Your only real chance of getting in and staying alive is if the system recognizes you as someone on the inside. And that means more than a badge. It means you're uploading a copy of your cyber identity into the system.
Yeah, that's what the neural major's deal was.
I've got friends who can hook you up with the right people for this kind of thing. You can find them in the Central Park camp.
Yeah,
You're probably going to get sent to somewhere in Soho. And you better start saving up your virtual pennies for it. It's gonna cost you big.
It did. Alright, so she was a bit of an insider, a mole if you will. Okay, let's talk to this nervous looking guy.
What? What do you want? I'm in a hurry. I have a lot of errands to run all over this building.
Don't let me stop you.
You better believe it, I won't. I'm not going to even stop to talk to you. You don't even have clearance. If you think I put my blood on the line by talking to you, you're crazy.
Relax, I didn't even...
The more you talk to me, the more trouble I'm in. TransTech doesn't tolerate intruders. You know what they say, TransTech owns New York. And she's a nasty landlady, so watch it.
Alright. Some colorful flavor language and he disappears. Cool, nice. A virtual check mark. Alright, so let's just wait for this lady to call the elevator and time for small talk once again.
Hello. Sorry, but I must hurry to my office.
Gone? Yeah. Nice. Door empty. Alright, so let's go to the upper floor, shall we? Okay, so this is, yeah, sure. Now the security is where one of the... Who was that guy? Electric Anarchy guy wanted to target a particular person. Emily Isaki, I believe, is one employee that Monty at the Med mentioned, that she's going to help me, I don't know, with the directions to the Hellfire Club, but I've been there, done that. Bill Dugan is an interesting character. I think he works for McAllister, and is in... Yeah, he's in some kind of litigation with the church for the church grounds. The Nanotech Lab is where the Bertrand, the head vampire, seems psychotic vampire perhaps wanted to get some tech within in order to generate red blood cells without having to partake in the drawing of blood. Yeah, kind of messy affair. So which floor should I go first? So for next time, I'm definitely going to visit all the levels here and see what I can get. Explore this mysterious building. Once again, thank you very much, and until next time, please stay tuned.